Good evening, Nick. It is Monday, and there will be no bonus video because some idiot, not naming any names, forgot to take the charger for his camera down to Pittsburgh, and so there's no Techo video this year. Gosh, I suck. I'm sorry. So, Nick, I will humor you because you said you wanted to hear about politics, and so I will kind of talk some politics-ish. It's not going to maybe be modern politics, but it will be politics nonetheless. So, Nick, there's obviously fears of being wrong for a lot of reasons, especially when it's deep-rooted in our biology to a degree. I mean, it's not a perfect thing. But when once upon a time, being wrong could mean you die, being wrong is really bad, so you definitely don't want to do it. People who are right a lot are definitely going to be seen more as leaders. Because when we live in groups, whether big, small, or medium, I guess that's the last option, and I needed a transition there. You need people who can get things done and consistently being correct, consistently demonstrating knowledge and skill and ability can help the group survive. Whereas consistently being wrong, if people take your wrong advice, can bring the group as a whole down. And yeah, that's probably a good reason why we're afraid of being wrong in front of our peers. Because one, we don't want to let the group down. We don't want to hurt everyone else around us. But two, if we're consistently wrong enough times, that'll lead people to just distrust us and stop listening to us. Like, they might let us do some things, but our input becomes less and less and less important the more we're wrong. Nick, if you were hanging out with a person that was right most of the time and a person who was wrong most of the time, and each one offered a proposal, which one do you think you're going to listen to? Probably the one who's right more often. Just because the person is right more often doesn't mean this particular proposal is correct, but history dictates that they're right more often, and so we have that unconscious bias towards the person who is right more often because we like to keep breathing. It's pretty rad. Nick, now that we're in the modern era where being wrong does not mean dying, instead it means, maybe losing some money for a company, or most often just nothing. Yeah, I think the big thing is to teach people how to be wrong. I mean, I guess you can be wrong in two ways. I mean, there's probably more, but there's two basic ways you can be wrong. You can be wrong and fight it, or you can be wrong and learn from it. When you're wrong and you fight it, people get really annoyed, and that's when they don't want to listen to you anymore. They think you're obstinate and just not being helpful at all. But when you're wrong, you want to learn from it, and you show people that you want to learn from it. It can make things a little bit easier. It'll show them that in the future that you will be more reliable because you're learning and you're understanding. And you'll be able to make better decisions. And I think if we can get more people to be wrong in a way that shows that they're learning, as opposed to just being wrong, I think that being wrong can maybe be a little bit more socially acceptable. Although, let's face it, hopefully we're just all right in the future, because being right's awesome. So let's just try to continue to do that. And Nick, I'll see you on Wednesday.